when we are riggedy ready. What's up, gamers? I'm Patrick with Archives Media, and this is Archives Podcast episode 62. This week, we're going to be talking about Fallout 5, Andrew Tate, and we're going to do some Reddit / Am I the Asshole?
It is your main man Mizzix coming at you with another Frettenhosh Bugatti color.
What's the new color?
Well, what color is your Bugatti?
Bugatti? Mine's blue.
Oh.
You know, I don't know if I believe you.
I can slap a badge on it and call it a Bugatti.
I got a
Bugatti?
Texas Edition Versa now, so...
Oh, there you go. And I'm your boy Wenzel. So we have a resident Rust expert here.
Hello, that is me.
I want to get your take on this thing they've I think they've added. I read it in patch notes. The
Flashbangs or the Molotovs?
The above ground rail network is now connected to the train yard, and the train yard has a new tower that can unload certain types of train wagons.
So,
how much of this do you know about?
I will say I have not actually used this new system yet. I haven't actually really played with it much, I'm going to be honest. But we did a huge online raid the other day, and we set up our raid base right by some train tracks, and so we pulled some train cars in front as cover, which was pretty cool. And I happened to take a peek inside of some of these locked train cars, and I think I only looked in 2, maybe 3. And let me tell, maybe it was 3. And let me tell you, the loot was actually like pretty good. One of the cars had like maybe 3,000, 4,000 sulfur or something or one of them had a comparable amount of metal, maybe 5,000 or 6,000, and one of them had a bunch of components, and it was like good components, like some SMG bodies, some rifle bodies, not semi-automatic bodies, but like AK bodies. And maybe some springs, like high tier components.
So
go ahead.
No, you
go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how you unlock it. I don't know how long that whole process takes to fish the loot out. But if it's not like an absurd amount of time, I would say that it's probably pretty worth it. That's the one thing that I wanted to play with last wipe that I just didn't really have time to do. But servers wipe tomorrow, as we're recording this, and so I will definitely make it a point over the next week to play with that, test it out, and let you guys know next week.
All right, okay, so let me enlighten you on some more of the railway system here. You got ore wagons. They can be filled with sulfur, iron, or charcoal. I don't know if I want a ore wagon full of charcoal though.
Well, that depends actually. If you get to a certain point in towards the end game and you're crafting a bunch of rockets or explosives or something, sometimes people don't hold on to charcoal early on.
Yeah, I dump
and
that
so
stuff.
Then that very quickly becomes your bottleneck when you're making,
especially if you have large furnaces.
Yeah.
Because it's so efficient on wood that it's hard to build up charcoal.
Yeah, exactly.
There's fuel tanks loaded with low grade.
Oh, I never saw those. Okay.
I would imagine that's pretty on par with couple thousand. With since the other ones also had a couple thousand in them. And like you said, there's loot wagons that can be unloaded to reveal the loot crate. All these can be hooked up to a train and taken to an unloading tower at any train yard for unloading. You'll need a green key card and a fuse to get full access, after which you can unload as many wagons as you like, or fuel go into an output hopper and the fuel tank respectively inside the tower. Loot wagons activate their crates when emptied, so you can go in and loot them. So what that sounds like to me is you pull up the loot wagon to the train yard and the doors just open and you hop in and take your shit. I don't know how I feel about the fuel being in a separate location than the rest of everything else. But I mean, if you're naked and you happen to stumble across, you pop a couple barrels and then you're like, oh shit, I got 40 fuel now. I can hop in one of these bad boys. You could get a pretty a good amount of starter equipment just from riding the rails.
Oh, by the way, I did a quick little Google here. This is roughly what the loot tables are. So for the loot wagon, each one contains 3 military crates and 2 normal crates, so 3 green boxes and 2 brown boxes. For the resource wagon, it'll have about 4,000 sulfur, 4,000 charcoal, or 7,000 metal. And for the fuel, it's about 300 fuel.
Still, that's a lot of fuel.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that is quite a bit of fuel. Especially for something that is, basically free. It just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
yeah.
a good way to get resources. I wonder how much people are going to use it to like boost scrap levels. Because I'm wondering if there's a recycler at these train yards. And you're like, oh
Oh, there
man,
is.
I need some scrap. Let me just hop in the train, find a loot cart.
Oh, and
And
just grind everything.
yeah,
Well, one of the best, one of the meta ways right now for people to get scrap is just doing the underground trains. It's just so lucrative. There is just a crazy amount of loot and goodies down there. You go with 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 people, and you just you do 5 or 6 stations and you recycle everything you get, and you easily could get like 1,500 scrap, and it takes you like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and that's like if you go slow.
that's another good one. If you have a compound bow, that's where I first used the compound bow, just because you charge it up and you shoot one of those dudes in the head. You're probably going to take them out.
Oh yeah, I think it's 1 full charge compound bow shot, maybe 2.
And like at that, it's quiet. The surface dwellers aren't going to hear you, and compound bows are relatively cheap, and you can walk out of there. I think I've pulled a couple guns out of running underground. I think the best thing I ever.
I've ran underground maybe 2 or 3 times. It has not been as profitable. I ain't gonna lie, pimps.
Are you hitting multiple stations or just one?
No, multiple stations. Like we'll get on there and hit like 3 or 4 stations, and then we'll walk out with like, won't be
You just don't have.
bad, but it's like I hear these people hyping it up all the time, and I get down there and it's like I wasted an hour almost.
RNG's not
Could
in
have
your,
ran the road for a little bit more.
RNG's not in your favor.
I guess not. Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes you just get bad luck, or sometimes if people have ran it just before you,
Yeah. Because
then it's not the greatest. But
I was deployed when the update came out, and so I was watching. I was like, man, that's pretty cool, right? And then I kept hearing everyone say, "This is the best way to get loot. This is the best way to get." I get down there, and I was like, man, this is all right, I guess. I was a little disappointed in it. Not gonna lie.
You know what also requires a bunch of RNG? Any Activision title to exist.
Yes.
So, for those who haven't queued in, we're moving on.
Just moving on.
We all know Activision.
No.
Pretty big company.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. Has a couple dollars to their name. What would I tell you? Where would you say if I told you Activision is plagiarizing some artists out there instead of just paying for the content? Would you be surprised?
No.
not particularly.
So I'm gonna send you Call of Duty's version or Activision's on the old Discord. Maybe.
This is awkward because I'm screen sharing now and I'm not looking at anything.
This is an awkward type situation. So I'll just keep continuing talking. So there's an artist out there
Here,
who
they're
made
looking at the thumbnail now.
he drew this art, and it's very blatantly like he drew this. And Activision conveniently just, hey, we have a very similar thing.
Gonna
And
lie,
turned
I'm
around.
not seeing this image.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So this is what Activision came out.
Is this is a skin pack for Call of Duty?
It was.
Okay.
And here is the artist's work. You see some similarities there?
I don't.
One of them's just white.
Yeah. That's a white dog there, and you got a blue dog there. No, that's not the same dog, pimp.
That's what Activision is trying to say. So instead of
It's
admitting,
literally a copy paste.
Instead of
Look at the
admitting, like,
shoulder.
hey-
Look at the little patch on the shoulder, the little arm Velcro patch. They got a fucking elbow pad. A shimaga. They got a white one on the white dog and a blue one on the blue dog.
here's a picture of it in game. Like you
Fucking
couldn't
Rakins, Julian.
couldn't have tried better.
Fucking Rakins always stealing my skins.
And they didn't even like. Obviously, the artist saw this and was like, "Hey, what the fuck? That's mine." And Activision tried denying it. They're like, no.
Wait. They got the yellow ribbon on there and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's no...
that's. Jeez.
Like you're a multi-million-dollar company. You couldn't have just bought this from the guy.
No, it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. It's online. It's free.
Did you hear about
Well,
those idiots at Microsoft? They spent like $3 billion on Minecraft. I got that thing for like $20.
Yeah.
Same thing here.
But the artist eventually, Activision was like, "Yeah, we fucked up." They took it out of the game.
Why?
So even the people that bought this skin pack don't get it.
Did you?
And that's anything like what? Like
You
if
hear
I was
about-
this artist and this was my art, and I saw Activision using it, I would have been like, I would not have told them, "Hey, take it out of the game." I'd have been like, "Hey, give me money."
I
What
think
did
they
hear
stole
about?
it from another game.
They stole this from another game?
I think they stole it from Dr. Disrespect's game.
I know nothing of his game.
I believe that's what the...
Is that what this dog is from?
Uh...
Are you telling me Dr. Disrespect is a furry?
Hey, man.
Hey, whatever's clever. Whatever he gets into.
Whatever.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
why he got. Maybe that's why he got banned from Twitch.
Oh, this isn't the only skin. Hold on.
No, there's a whole like they've yoinked quite a few skins.
Oh, okay, I thought
And-
this was the only one because I saw a different one. I thought you were going to show me this one.
No, but like
Okay.
yeah, that's obviously from his game too.
Yeah.
And it's one of those like who in their line thought they could get away with this? And like yeah, they do have a little bit more of a like, oh, we got Godzilla, we got fucking King Kong. They paid money for all that. Why can't you pay this little artist over here who's just trying to make a living? Probably works at Starbucks. Just trying to pay his bills.
I'm guessing we don't have the full story here.
We do not. I read about 4 different articles and 2 of them made sense.
Because, they say, if something doesn't make sense, it normally doesn't, right?
Yeah.
We're probably missing some context. Because I can't think of anyone in the whole process, from the artist to like the artist supervisor to like the quality checker to legal and PR and all these other dummies that gotta probably look at a Twitter post before you post it.
Yeah, they would have signed off on this.
Yeah. Especially in a blatantly obviously one.
Unless this is just like the biggest bag fumble from Activision of our lifetime.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is not impossible. I wouldn't necessarily put that past them.
Me too. I would agree.
But yeah, you've got to give them some kind of the benefit of the doubt here and think. No, there's no way that this is. Surely, there's something that we're missing here.
Yeah, because even like the lowest level person at Activision would say, I don't think that's right. We're probably gonna get sued if we do this.
Yeah, and with something that is such a clear, there is no plausible deniability for them. If
Yeah.
this is what they did, it is so clearly apparent that there's no way they're winning that lawsuit.
Yeah. Is it like
Oh, wait.
Activision China? If
No.
you told me Activision China did this, I'd be like, oh, okay, Activision China, you know?
Activision Russia,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, which is fuck you. We
Russia's.
do we do what
Yeah.
we want.
We embargoed their graphic designers, and now they're just ripping ours off.
It was included in the season 4 of Warzone.
Season 4?
Mm-hmm.
That's got to have been in like 2020. We're on like season. Am I not thinking of the right game?
Well, you're thinking of the
No,
wrong game.
season 4 was June 22nd of this year.
Oh, okay. I guess maybe not.
So about just under 2
Oh, I'm
months
thinking
ago.
of Destiny. Destiny's on like season 18.
Yeah. Well, I got an update on this. Activision has removed the Loyal Samoa cosmetic. In a statement to Polygon, the Call of Duty publisher says, "We have the utmost respect for creativity and content creation. We love the Loyal Samoa, but regrettably, we erred in our process and have
Aired.
removed this." Yeah. They spelled it weird. It's ERREOD. And
ERR.
this imagery from our game, we apologize for the misstep. So that just makes it sound like they were banking on the creator being chill.
Is the Loyal Samoa the dog?
It is. That is
Okay.
the original art. There is a comment from the original artist. I am the original artist that the upcoming COD Vanguard Samoa skin was plagiarized from. Writes Sale Lin. Even though I'm a COD player, I am very disappointed to see my work being plagiarized by a big company like Activision in this way. They say they have reached out to Activision to seek an explanation and or compensation. So they did look for money. It's
Well, I
just
mean,
Activision
They probably
wasn't.
couldn't come to a deal on it.
Yeah. Which, at that point, I feel like Activision should have been able to come up with something. Like, even if they were like, here's the $200,000, go away.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they
Some
were.
artist probably thought he was like, "Oh, I want $10 million."
Oh, yeah. My skin is in your game.
Yeah.
10 mil right now. Just moving on. We all know about John Deere, correct?
tractor company?
The tractor company, indeed. Big green. They got some yellow on them.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
We've
I've
all
heard of
had
her.
Apple devices back in the day, correct?
We've all had
I have
what?
one right now.
Apple. Back
You
when
said
like Apple, iPhone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
iPod.
You cut out. I was like, what
He
is he
did
saying?
cut out. He
Yes.
kept cutting out whenever he said
no.
Apple.
Yes, I currently have an iPhone.
Apple's trying to censor me. Because I'm about to compare their device to a tractor. So, iPod jailbreaking was big back in the day. Farmers are now having to jailbreak their tractors because John Deere has turned them like, we don't like these farmers working on their property. Let's throw some software in there that if they don't do the right thing with the right piece of computer equipment, the tractor's broken.
So they're taking a page right out of BMW's book, and they're actually going to start charging a subscription for the already $50,000 tractor. Or however,
that's a
whatever.
cheap tractor.
Yeah, I don't know how much a
like
piece of heavy farm equipment costs, but it's not fucking cheap.
500,000 up, depending on what piece of equipment you need.
Yeah, with all the bells and whistles and everything. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Farmers have notoriously granddad's out there working on his old John Deere and he's changing this belt on it. Not no more. You got to jailbreak it. Which in my head, I love to think there's a farmer out there like 60 something with his old Dell Inspiron.
He's got a laptop hooked up and he's hacking in.
Yep. He's like, all right, I just hacked my tractor. I can change the spark plug now. I wish I could figure out how much, because John Deere's theory was, if they can't do it, they now have to bring their tractor to a John Deere facility to get it worked on.
Yeah, it took the old Apple maneuver.
Yeah. But these tractors aren't exactly street legal. So for these farmers that live out in buttfuck nowhere, Iowa, they got to hike their tractor a couple 100 miles to the nearest John Deere facility. Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about that for a while. You know, they did the old Apple maneuver. Because I know Apple, they did, what was it? Like, you couldn't use an aftermarket screen replacement. Because you know how they used to always break all the time, right?
Yep.
They would, like, disable a bunch of features if you used an aftermarket screen protector. Or not screen protector, screen replacement.
It's a screen protector. How the fuck did the phone
Yeah,
know?
no. But looks like they pulled the old same maneuver, right?
Which, like, if you're gonna go after someone, don't go after the people that are like feeding the country.
Yeah, I mean they are DIYers. It's like that's all they do.
Yeah.
But
They kind of have to.
yeah,
It's not like for us that live in a big city. We're like, oh man, I need a fucking
us
spark
here
plug.
city slickers.
Let me head down to the old auto zone and be like, hey yo, plug me. Oh, hold on, spark plug me.
You might get the wrong.
Sell me a spark plug, please. Just moving on though to
Look it wherever you want.
no, listen, hey yo,
Hey,
that's for the after show. Just moving on. Fallout 5. So we've all been in the. We've all played Fallout. We've all played Skyrim.
no,
No, well, I hear you can buy the 9th installment of Skyrim on Steam.
I already have it on my Alexa.
Ah, well, it's the same as all the other. I have Skyrim on my Nokia flip phone.
Nice.
It's on there with Doom.
Skyrim on a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Skyrim on
Hey,
my jailbroken
Alexa?
John Deere.
Open Skyrim.
Welcome back to Skyrim. Adventurer. You scroll through your journal menu for a refresher on your quest. Ah, yes. You vowed to aid an Argonian traitor by vanquishing the evil from a misty mountain that killed his childhood friend. You were locked in a thrilling battle with a deranged...
Alexa, stop.
Who
That's too
was
much
it?
time.
I
Too
think
much
it was
dialogue.
I think it was Garth. He used to have our voices playing through his headphone or through his speakers sometimes. And so
Jeez.
when he would like go pee, we would like fuck with his Alexa. Alexa, set an alarm for 5 a.m. And it was
Watched a couple streamers on Twitch where they'd be like, they just randomly say, Xbox off.
Oh, I heard about that.
or you'd like
I've
do
seen
like
that.
the text to speech
Yeah.
donation and it's oh man.
Hey Alexa. Oh, Alexa off. Hey Google, order 37 bottles of lube.
Order a big black dildo.
Yeah, exactly. It was like back to Fallout 5 before I get sidetracked again. There's one thing that Fallout hasn't had that I think they should have. The Dark Brotherhood, which I know is a Elder Scrolls thing.
It could be
But-
like some kind of assassin's guild or
Yeah.
something.
Because like we've had the Brotherhood of the Steel, we've had Preston Garvey, everyone's favorite character.
Settlements.
They need our help.
I'll
And,
mark it on your map.
NCR, Caesar's Legion, the Great Khans, the best Khans.
With the Elvis guys, what were their names?
The Kings.
Yeah.
But we've never had like the NCR had one mission where it was like, go kill these things for us and we'll pay you. But they've never had this organization is just out here killing fools. Or you don't have the Thieves Guild. Is there any kind of organizations you'd like to see in the upcoming Fallout 5? Or I guess things from other Bethesda games that you'd like to see? Maybe
Mounts. Some type of mount. I'm tired of walking my fat ass all over the map.
Yeah, maybe some other pets. I don't think you can get like a Deathclaw as a pet, right?
No.
There's no way to. Okay.
No.
Yeah, some other I mean, that's not
I was
necessarily a
like gonna say I don't know
Bethesda
about a
thing,
Deathclaw, but
but or just other like, oh man, let me get like a Cazador or
yeah,
what are the like a is it a
No.
centaur? Is that what I'm the weird like kind of
The super
mouth
mutant,
guy
like,
with the mouth tongues.
yeah, those
totally, but
things. One of those would be kind of cool to have
Yeah,
just have that guy rolling around with you,
well, 'cause, like we've had super mutants
or
that are
like
like,
a Brahmin. You could just become a trader.
oh
Have
yes,
have just a pack Brahmin with you all day, just wandering around selling shit.
businesses. Let me get some businesses
Yeah,
going.
stonks. Yeah, I gotta get.
I could get behind that. Like,
Yeah,
if I buy 37 stim packs way up here in the salty spittoon and I take it down to New Vegas, I can sell them for
sell them
$80 a
for
piece.
40 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. I like where this is going. I would like bigger maps as well.
No.
No?
No, because they're
What
not
if
going to give me a mount, and I'm going to have to walk my fat ass all up and down that mount. Or all up and down that map.
Yeah, I bet you will walk up and down that mount.
Because,
Well, look,
the thing is, right?
we got fast travel.
Yeah, but that breaks my immersion.
What if they had like a hardcore mode where there was no fast travel, but you got like a horse?
No. So, no, real talk, pimp. I like the Fallout New Vegas map better than the Fallout 3 map. And the Fallout 3 map was more spread out, and it was a bigger map.
Yeah.
So I don't think bigger is necessarily better. I think if they focus on quality, then obviously I would like a lot of quality, but I'm fine with a little bit less, more quality.
There to be deeper dungeons. So like you go into some Skyrim dungeons and you'll be in there for half an hour.
Hours
Yeah.
sometimes.
And the Fallout series, you never have anything. You'll have a building.
Well, I mean, there's vaults.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Even,
hold on, pump the brakes, Chief.
even some vaults, like
Look, hold on, real talk. What about Volt 22?
that's
Which
one
one
from New Vegas
is?
with all the plants, isn't it?
Exactly, the one with all the plants.
Oh
There's
my
like
That,
five
god!
that was a
different
good
quests.
one.
There's like 5 different quests that go back to that one vault, and you don't even explore the whole vault in one quest. If you go there, just do the quest, bounce. You still, even if you were like, not rushing through there, you still probably might only find one.
Yeah.
I hated that one, dude. All the creepy fucking ghouls with the flowers and shit. It's terrified me.
Very good place to have a flamethrower.
Ooh.
Cause who is it? You got to go there for the Brotherhood of Steel. They need some part for their vault or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You have to go there for the NCR too.
I know you got to go there for the NCR to rescue someone or something like that.
Yep. And she's like at the end of it.
And I remember they don't actually tell you that they sent a couple of other people. They're trying to set you up.
Yeah. You get the clues because there's dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know what? I want better DLCs. Don't get me wrong. Far Harbor was a great DLC, but all of New Vegas's DLCs were great.
I would agree.
Like I can beat Far Harbor in probably like if I had 8 hours of free time, I could beat Far Harbor.
I'm gonna be honest. I got stuck. There was some. I think it got glitched the first time I did it. But there was like there's a puzzle thing you have to do at one point. Do you know what I'm talking about on Far Harbor, where you like hack into the system or something, and there's a whole bunch of puzzles you gotta. And I think it
Yeah, and
was
you gotta
either
build shit.
yeah, it was either glitched or I just like couldn't figure it out, and I just like got pissed off and just said screw it. I'll come back to it later.
Not gonna lie, the first time I did that, I googled how to do it because I was like, I don't like the building system in Fallout 4
No one does.
at all.
I don't know. Garth does, but
Garth also
Well,
has
he
a
also
not
ordered a
that
Steam
help.
Deck. So.
yeah, I was gonna. We can't really.
That's not a valid reason. But that's like if they took some of the aspects from every Fallout game, they would have an outstanding game.
I think if they just hired Obsidian and gave them a reasonable amount of time to make a game, it would be a bitchin' game.
Yeah.
Because every game Obsidian makes is bitchin'. Microsoft owns both Bethesda and Obsidian now. Hey, get to it. Come on now.
There is a company, not really a company. I think it's what's its full name? It's a New Vegas remake.
Look. I've heard of 1 billion mods that are supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I
This
need an
isn't a mod.
official. Is it a
This
remake?
is it's a remake, but it's being done by
It's a mod.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
How is it a remake? So what's the difference between a remastered Halo and Halo? Because then that's just a
Because
mod.
the official company is recreating it.
So if a player's doing it, remastering it, it's a mod.
I'm a classify it as a mod, yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Because I've played plenty of those that are supposed to be the greatest thing ever, and hey, we're gonna take Oblivion and we're gonna put it in Skyrim, and guess what? It's still super glitchy. Yeah, it looks a little better, and there's newer graphics, but guess what? Half the doors don't work, and you fall through the map every 15 minutes.
Here. I don't. Have you seen any of the Fallout 4 New Vegas
Yes,
stuff?
yes, I've seen the
Okay.
trailers,
I was gonna link it to you. Now I'm not going to.
and they're just trailers. That's all it is.
It is a trailer, but they're still actively producing it.
How long have they been actively producing this one, Wenzel?
Check. 3 years?
3 years. Do you know how long
Eh,
it took Obsidian to make Fallout New Vegas?
You mean a funded company
Yes.
who probably has significantly more resources than what I think is 3 people?
Yes.
How long?
I think it took them like 18 months.
Okay. So if they funding where they don't have a day job, their day job is New Vegas.
Yeah, but they don't have to rewrite anything. They don't have to come up with anything. They don't have to think anything. They're just taking all the old junk, making it look new. And they're
feel like
doing it
they're
in a
oversimplifying the
already
process.
created engine.
Correct. But they're still porting in new things.
You mean adding new things or just taking old junk and making it look new?
Both?
So they're adding to the old game.
Correct. Because they're taking things from Fallout 4 and adding them to
Well,
New
those are
Vegas.
already in the Fallout 4 engine.
Yes, but
So I
there's
understand when you
gonna
have to
be.
take an old idea and make it look new, but
And think about all the they're updating the graphics to what is also Fallout 4.
I think
That's gonna take time.
they're probably using the Fallout 4 engine.
You're saying the engine is gonna automatically update all of the graphics in the game?
I think they are starting from Fallout 4 and just recreating what is New Vegas.
And you're saying one dude should be able to do that in 18 months?
I'm just saying if it's going to take him 3 years, he's probably not going to do it in any time that's reasonable, let alone get it to a halfway decent state. Before he gives up, it's probably going to take him like 10 years. We're going to be sitting here on episode 400 of the podcast talking about this guy's mod. It's like the DayZ of mods.
Oh God.
It might be a good thing in the end, is what you're saying?
I'm saying there's never going to be an end to it. They are never going to finish it.
And what are you going to say if they do finish it?
I'm not going to have to think of anything to say because they're not going to do it.
Okay. Mr. Negative Nancy over here.
Hey.
And then if they do quote unquote publish something, I'm gonna be following my fat ass through the map every 10 minutes. I'm gonna be wandering around trying to open up every door. It's gonna take like 9 different doors to finally find a door that works.
Okay, and when you're wrong, I'll inform you.
Well, I'll be waiting.
Oh, they are adding. Okay, never mind. I was incorrect about something.
What?
They are adding completely new stuff to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at a weapons list, and I think one of these might be in the game. Was there a lever action shotgun in Fallout New Vegas?
I think so.
I know there wasn't a trench gun with a bayonet. I would remember that.
No bayonets.
I'm looking at his Twitter right now, and it's a bunch of.
Yeah, looks like it.
So he might actually be redoing a lot of textures, because a lot of these, like, I know this gun is in Fallout New Vegas.
So, I think what he has to do, right, for that is he's just starting with Fallout 4, right?
Yeah.
He's just remaking everything. And everything that's in Fallout 4, he's already got all the designs and all that. He doesn't have to worry about that. It's all the old junk that he's got to make look new is the hard part. Or, I don't, if he's going to create new content, I guess that would be the hardest part, but...
Is this a file for the game? No. He's still actively posting about it. His last post was end of May. I will say, if these are pictures from like him remodeling this stuff, this is going to be pretty good looking.
Yeah, in 2050.
You wouldn't wait that long for a new
The
New
fuck?
Vegas?
No!
All
What?
you gotta do is wait.
I'm not even going to remember New Vegas when I'm in 2050. I might be
I-
dead by 2050.
That's also a possibility.
It seems like
There you go.
every year someone comes out and says, I'm going to remake Fallout 3, but this time I'm going to do it and it's going to be good and it's going to be in HD and I'm going to have all the new textures and I'm going to rework the AI and the save system will actually work and the karma system isn't going to be complete ass. And then they forget about it in like a year or two. And then that's it. And they'll make a blog post every month. It seems like every year I got to hear about the newest and greatest mod to an Elder Scrolls game. Or
So
a
when this
Bethesda
comes out-
game.
When this comes out, I'm gonna make you take all that back.
Okay, I'll be like, oh yeah, you found the one of the 12 that released something.
Yep.
And if it does release, it's probably going to be ass anyway.
I don't remember there being a bar in Fallout New Vegas.
A bar?
What is the Las Vegas one? There's bars
The
everywhere.
machine gun, Browning automatic rifle.
Oh, I was like,
yeah.
it's
I was
fucking
like,
Vegas.
the tutorial's in a bar. What are you talking about?
No, I meant the machine gun.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the original game.
NCR armor looks pretty good, actually. All right, just moving on. I'm out of topics next.
All right. So, what do you boys think of a skinny city?
What do you? I'm not sure
The
what you.
weight limit to live in the city.
No. You guys have got it all wrong, right?
Oh, you're talking about the thing in India where it's just a long city.
It's Saudi Arabia, number one.
Okay.
So instead of wide, it's just really.
It's just a 100-mile long road.
Yeah, so it's just built along like a highway or something.
It's just a 100-mile long city on one road. Yeah.
Gonna be honest, that sounds like the traffic is fucking horrible.
I would agree. Dumbest thing I've ever heard. No.
Yeah, this just sounds like a neat gimmick, and I would never want to live there.
Yeah.
How do you traverse?
What do you
Like,
mean?
oh, man,
There's a road in the middle. What did I just told you? Get on the road, man.
All right, so I'm gonna spend 9 hours driving to work because I work on the other side of my long city.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds atrocious.
Yeah, no, thank you. I already drive an hour to work.
So someone in City Skyline, they've done it. They've made the 100-mile long city. And it actually worked out.
How?
Hey, I don't know how. It was very efficient, though. They were saying it only took 4 minutes. Because they had like a high-speed train that goes along the edge of, or in the middle of the city or whatever, on the road or under in the tunnel, whatever. Right? Takes you 4 minutes to go from one side to the other.
Okay.
So, are there any crazy ideas from video games that you guys think would work in real life?
Using bottle caps as currency.
That we think would work, or that we would like that we want?
Well, I guess either one. Because I would love to see some Saudi guy waste his money on this dumb thing, but obviously no one thinks this is really gonna work.
Well, also like show me the super train that can go from 100 miles in 4 minutes. Like
that is in the game,
Yeah, if that was a thing that existed, sure, maybe, but that's just not a thing that exists as far as I'm aware.
How fast do bullet trains go?
Like 100.
Guess it would only take an hour to go from the other side of the city, but they got it in kilometers an hour. Come on.
That's what, like 400?
That's 200 miles an hour.
No. So 100 kilometers.
No, it was 320 kilometers an hour but the city would be like 100 miles long. I converted it from, non-American to American units, obviously.
Right.
Because, most of these Middle Eastern countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, we might have talked about this on a previous episode, but they're just like the aliens in any type of sci-fi universe where all they care about is money, right? They got no ethics, no morals, they'll work with anyone. They're just about getting the bag.
Yeah. Are you going somewhere with that?
No, I mean, I asked you guys, what would you like to see? And no one really gave me a solid answer. I was just going to give you a chance before I was schmoving on.
In all the games that I play, there's nothing I really want from them in the real world.
Yeah.
Because I play like Starship Troopers. Yeah, I don't want anything from there. I don't want big ass bugs roaming the streets killing people. Well, maybe I do actually.
Yeah, hold on. There's a couple people that I could introduce to some bugs. I think it would.
Very well knowing, I would die.
No.
In the movies and the games,
No,
it takes like
no.
9 dudes to kill one bug.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I'm not going to be out here with my singular, non-futuristic rifle blasting away a big old bug.
I think there's like, I don't know, there's a couple of things. Like thinking about it, I guess really thinking about it. Some kind of like a med kit, something that you just use and you're just back to.
Oh, like a stim pack.
No, even more so. Like, you could be the real life equivalent of 1 HP, and you take this, this box or however you do it, and you're back to perfectly healthy. I don't know how that would work, but something like that you just use this item, use this thing, and boom, you're all Gucci.
Okay.
For some kind of stat tracking system. I would like to know what I'm good at.
There's a couple of different stat tracking in real life.
There's nothing in real life that if I can walk up to it and like push a button on it, it's gonna be like, congratulations, you have a 2 in strength, 1 in luck.
Oh, so like a vigor testing machine.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, you can measure some stuff in real life, like how much you can bench, how many hoes you got, how much money you got, how many followers you got on Instagram.
How big your wiener is.
That kind of thing, obviously.
What about like All right, here's a lightsaber, dude. Oh my god, man, that would be so fucking
There was
cool.
that guy on YouTube who just made one of those.
Wait, like a real one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I haven't. You're,
legit.
you're gonna have to send me this, dude. I have not seen this.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Oh yeah.
Vehicle repair, where you kind of just have like a generic repair kit and your car is just happy now.
Oh, like just a repair kit from like 7 Days to Die or something. You just
Yeah.
slap it together with whatever the item is, and boom, you're good to go.
This is the printed circuit
Oh,
board
man.
that Charles designed.
Yeah, let me
Um,
skip ahead. Let me skip ahead on
Yeah.
this video here.
I don't know. Any game that has potions, you know, potion of invisibility or potion of speed or more jump, whatever
Hey.
potions in general.
Hey Pimp, go ahead and skip to like 1720 on this video.
Now, obviously, we're gonna have an amazing test video
1720.
for this. We've got tons of stuff set up behind us to really put this through its paces,
Fun.
including cutting through a steel door.
We'll go back to 1720. We'll watch it together.
Durable plasma
Dude,
barrier.
what?
Now, obviously, we're gonna have
Are you guys at
I think the
1720?
viewers need to. I think the viewers
Oh,
need to see
do you-
what Brooks just sent.
Where did Brooks just send?
Where did he send it?
I'd clear.
Oh,
That's printed out.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Look, who's the Hebrew H? There's some other guy.
I hope this is the Hebrew hero.
Part man, part something else, maybe. Part squirrel in the image above. You know. Oh, that's rich.
All
All right,
I'm going back to 1720.
Are we all watching together?
Probably should.
All right, let me know when.
Ones will go ahead and give us the countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
have an amazing test video for this. We've got tons of stuff set up behind us to really put this through its
Dude,
paces,
this is
including cutting
fucking
through a steel door.
sick.
Yeah.
Anyways, that video is actually available right now for our Patreon.
Oh my!
Great time to support the channel and get to see this video early. For everyone else, it'll be out next week. Thanks for watching.
Oh my! I can't believe I just
What?
got us.
Well, it's already out though. Apparently.
Oh yeah. that
Oh,
is true.
watch the test video right now. Yeah, in the description.
Can't believe you.
I can't believe I did that to us. Jesus Christ.
All right, if you go to like 42 seconds, 45 seconds in the other video. I don't know how deep you want to go on this, but
Okay, I'm at 45.
hold on.
Jesus.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
That seems to be working as intended. Those look
Yeah.
like foam
Oh, I was
walls,
gonna
though.
say that
So
doesn't look too impressive, actually.
and it's not actually cutting, but that's pretty damn
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah, I couldn't make something like
I
that.
couldn't either, but still, he's mostly just burning some foam up. Real talk, right now. That ain't.
Let's see what happens when he gets to. He's got to skip ahead, maybe.
Yeah,
Let's
it looks just
say.
like a really advanced torch.
All right, go to 2 minutes and 13 seconds. He's
All right, so that
going
wasn't
after
really
a door here.
Okay. Yeah, real talk. That looks like just an advanced blowtorch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. It looks like he's doing some damage there.
That's a lot of damage.
Look at how many pressure gauges that guy's got on the back of that thing.
I'd imagine if one thing goes wrong with that, you're done.
Oh, yeah, you're probably dead. Like. Okay, that's pretty sick.
That is pretty impressive. I'll give it to him. I was not impressed by whatever that was beforehand, but this...
What, the cutting the styrofoam?
Yeah, the styrofoam, not impressed at all.
I don't know what material that door is made out of, but
They
door
said it was
material.
steel on the last one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, now you may have noticed we actually do have a big tank of
Yeah,
oxygen
that's-
and propane
look at that
Ogden's
thing.
currently hooked up to. The only reason we're doing
Okay.
that is because these tests take a while. The backpack does work by itself, but these small tanks only last for about 5 minutes. So when we're filming a big test video
Yeah,
like
he
this,
has sufficiently
it's important
impressed
to have a
me,
lot of extra
and
gas
I
while
would
we're
like
on the
one.
recorded route at the
Yeah.
moment.
Alright, so are you guys ready to hear the most ridiculous thing you are going to hear all week.
Hmm.
You probably thought it was the city that was just one street for 100 miles, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's even more ridiculous than that. So, what if I told you someone is selling a joint holder for the Steam Deck?
I saw that.
Not. It's like double ridiculous, you know? You didn't need a Steam Deck to begin with. And now you gotta have a joint holder for your. You can't just smoke a joint. Come on now.
So when you said joint holder, I definitely thought you meant like I own 50%, you own 50%, shared custody style.
No, it's a little loopy thing that you attach to it that holds your doobie.
Do be a good idea though.
Apparently, it was only $10 is what I'm looking at here. Found one.
I guess if you're dumb enough to buy a Steam Deck, you're probably dumb enough to buy this thing.
Yeah, apparently you can't just have an ashtray sitting
I was
on
about to say, yeah.
sitting on the table next to you. I mean, the thing is that whoever's idea this was, it's a good idea. Like, obviously, I'm never gonna buy this because I have 8.5 brain cells, and I'm just gonna have an ashtray on the table next
Yep.
to me for all of my joint holding needs.
Yeah.
But there are people that will buy this, and whoever designed this, they're gonna make a whole shit ton of money on it. So good for them.
You don't need a vape. Just breathe air.
The air doesn't have the spice in it, though.
Yeah, air doesn't have menthol.
All right. So,
I guess it does if you're like, secondhand smoke, but that's way less cool than just doing it yourself.
all right. So
Mhm.
it was, we got the numbers now. I'm just moving on. The KSI and Logan Paul fight was actually the 5th most paid for pay-per-view in all of boxing history.
Damn.
So they got the bag on that one, right? And there's another event coming up here in 10 days on the 27th. And KSI is actually going to be fighting 2 people that night.
Same time?
The same night, not at the same time.
Okay, I was like, what in the fuck?
He's fighting some diss rapper who made a diss song about him, and then he's actually going to be fighting a professional boxer who's alleged to be a Nazi right now. So he's got that going on for
Oh,
him.
shit.
So there's actually been some rumors going around the net that Andrew Tate and Jake Paul are going to be battling it out.
My money's on the Tate Meister.
I would also put my money on the Tate Meister. But do you guys think that, or not do you guys think, do you guys like now that there's these influencer boxing matches, or is it just a money-making scheme to you?
I think it's just
Money.
money making.
You don't enjoy watching them?
I've never really cared for like combat sports. It's just
Yeah.
not really my thing. I listen to PKA a lot, and those guys are obviously huge fans of MMA, jiu-jitsu, all that kind of stuff. And man, mostly I just don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I guess if there's some highlights that get uploaded on YouTube, I might watch a couple of dudes beat the piss out of each other. But I don't think I will ever pay money to watch a fight.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's a thing I'll ever do.
There is one thing about it that grinds my gears. So, it seems like every time there's some big boxing match or some big UFC match, you go on Twitter or Facebook or something, and it's like all of a sudden, everyone you know is like a professional boxing coach.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, you're just some rando. No one needs your opinion on the fight or what he did or who's beating who, right? That part does grind my gear, but I think I actually like these fights. Because, they do put in hard work. I don't think I've ever seen any of them that are like really a joke that were advertised as like, you know, oh, this is a serious fight, and then they just show up and joke around. Like they take it seriously, and then they actually fight. But because I've seen some worse money making schemes, like CS:GO Wild
Oh man.
or phase subs.
Uh,
Like getting a PhD.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to get a PhD either.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't want a pimp and hose degree. Not your style.
I think we don't have an outro.
wait, what?
Moving on.
He couldn't take the full frontal attack.
It's like, hold on. Hold on. We still got stuff to talk about here.
Alrighty. So, you guys hear about PUBG?
It's free to play now, right?
It is indeed free to
I
I
play.
don't know how long ago that happened, but it's a pretty recent thing, I think,
It is
right?
pretty recent.
That just means they're making enough money off of their microtransactions that they can support the game.
Do you think so?
I mean, I don't know how many people were playing the game before, but I imagine it couldn't have been many.
Yeah, I don't think it was very many. I figure
I
what it
mean-
meant is they don't think anyone else is buying the game, so they might as well make it free, try and get a little
Yeah.
bit more microtransactions out of it.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe assumption.
In the last 32 minutes, there's 121,000 people playing PUBG.
So how
Yeah,
many
but-
was it before it was free to play, though?
So they got an extra 80,000 players
So there
when
was
it became free.
40,000 people playing on the servers previously.
In the past 24 hours, it's peaked at 375,145.
So it's like 200,000 a day.
I would say that's a healthy amount.
I don't know, because most of these people are in Korea or Japan or China.
was gonna
They
say-
probably don't have a bunch of money to spend on the game
What month did it become free?
this month.
This month. In the last 30 days, they've gained 5,894. In January, though, they gained 88,651.
Wonder what happened in January. Oh, you know what? Probably a bunch of kids have a bunch of Christmas money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the past 30 days, it's averaged at 182,000. Which you are probably correct. It is probably not. There's probably a lot of Asians.
It's kind of what I figured. It was huge when I was in Korea.
Yeah, you said there was like billboards with it, right?
I got pictures of billboards because I was so shocked. They had like, it'd be like, how you go on just like YouTube or whatever. I don't know. My ad block hasn't been working, but I've been getting some ads recently, right?
I'm getting ads too. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
So you know how you'll get like a little ad on the side and it'll be like, oh, Warzone season whatever. We got this new dog as a character now. Come and buy it, right? It'll be like that, but in real life. You'll be walking down the street and you're like, dude, what is going on here? Like, is this a simulation? Why am I getting an ad for Chinook or Shannook or whatever the hell that map was? That was definitely a trippy experience because I had never seen anything like that. An advertisement for a game's DLC.
So I just popped over to Twitch to see like what PUBG's doing. It has 3.9k viewers. The channel with the most viewers has 840.
That ain't too good, pimp.
No. The next one after that, 358, and then we're below 200.
Are they English speakers?
You verify.
Do
I'm
they
just
have?
going on
I don't know.
The titles are in English.
Yeah, because I was gonna say sometimes they have an English title, but then they're not speaking English.
Come on, guys, say a word. He's wearing a Twitch partner shirt.
So, while we get that discovered, Linux has gotten some good news. Are you guys familiar with the Microsoft Adaptive Controller?
Nope.
Nope.
So it's a controller for people with disabilities. Like if you can't hold a normal
okay.
controller, they got like big ass round things you can use as joysticks, and I don't know, it's made for disabled people, right? It has now
Oh,
become
this looks cool.
Linux compatible. Do you guys think this controller is a profit move, or do you think this controller is just something that Microsoft's doing to try and be like a genuine?
Profit move and PR.
You
Yeah,
think
I
you
think
think they're making profit on it? Because I'm looking at this. I'm like, dude, there's no way they're making money on this thing. Obviously, I don't think there's any way to get the numbers. It's just going to be a guess, but like,
I don't think that Microsoft would make a product that they're taking a loss on.
mm-hmm.
And if they can also then establish themselves as the face of, I don't know what the word is.
Disabled gamers or whatever.
Yeah, disabled gamers, and they can make that part of their brand
Yeah,
and then create, lifelong customers and
yeah,
blah, blah, blah. I think that that's a pretty solid business move.
yeah,
As
yeah.
much as, I don't know, I mean, obviously, like, Bill Gates is a pretty cool guy, and he does a lot for humanity, at least as much as a rich motherfucker can.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't think they're doing this out of the kindness of their hearts.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it was just a pure
First,
PR move. I figured they're probably losing money on it, but I was just, wondering what you
maybe
guys were thinking.
maybe they are. I don't know because
Yeah.
that making that brand and creating those customers is maybe worth the
Because I mean, I'm trying to think of like
loss.
the R&D of coming up with something like this.
I have the reports in for the PUBG English speakers.
Yes.
I only looked at the top 3. 2 spoke English.
Okay.
Third guy did have the whole channels in English, everything
Yeah.
except for the language he speaks.
Was it good English?
No.
We win Battle Royale tonight. Stream number 1. Was it typed out like that, or was it like?
Let me rephrase that. None of his stuff is in English, but I saw like
God, I'm getting
and I was
a
like,
bunch
oh,
of
that's
ads.
like Bravo, Boost, Twitter, Discord, and I read each like those sentences under it that none of it's in English.
I don't know how Twitch is always able to beat my ad block. Every time I go on there, it's like no matter what, I get ads.
Which is a Chad. What more do you want?
I want my ad block to work on Twitch. Maybe
I
I'd
just want
watch
my
them a
ad
little bit
block to. I got a side panel ad the other day.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think it was on YouTube somewhere, and I was like, "What in the
Well,
fuck
my
is
ad block is
this?"
working on YouTube now, but it wasn't working this morning. Moving on. I'm out of topics.
All right, so as is a theme amongst our podcast, when the internet is a little bit stale for the week, we turn to Reddit to pass our judgment onto those who may or may not have asked for it. So I've got 2 Am I the Assholes here for you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Yes, okay, sorry. I thought I lost one. No, I've got both. All right, so I have one that a mother is forcing her daughters to wear certain clothes when they go visit their dad. And I have one where a woman proposes to their girlfriend and they're thinking about returning the ring. Which one do you guys want to hear about first?
Let's hear about this mom.
Yeah.
All right. So I pre-read these. Let's see. So 30 years old, female, and my ex-husband, 31 years old, male, got divorced 5 years ago. During our divorce, we owned an old single-wide mobile home. It was built in 1973 on a large piece of land that is zoned for a trailer park. When we divorced, he wanted the new truck and our savings, and I wanted the old trailer and the land. My ex-husband and I have 2 girls, 7 and 8. Since the divorce, I have slowly started buying old single wides and restoring them, turning into a business that I love. My girls go to their dad's and his new spouse's apartment every other weekend, and I started noticing that their clothes, electronics, and toys were not coming home. At first, I thought their dad was just keeping a few outfits there for them. However, my 8-year-old got upset when she was packing, and I asked her what was wrong. She told me her dad takes her clothes and sells them online, that she doesn't want to take her favorite shirts there. I immediately called my ex-husband and asked him to return our daughter's clothes. Not wanting to throw my daughter under the bus, I blamed it on them not having enough for school. He played dumb and said that he got rid of the clothes that were too small. I had pointed out that the jeans that our 7-year-old had were brand new. He then said that it was only fair he got some cash because he owned the trailer and land. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this good. I was pissed. I took my daughters down to the dollar store and bought cheap shirts, to a thrift store and bought cheap shorts, and we had a girls' tie-dye night. Hot pink everything, for 5 shirts and 5 bottoms. And I let my daughters design and decorate them, and they loved it. The following week, my ex-husband sends the girls home, and I can tell he's mad, but he didn't say anything. The clothes were not returned. No fear, I knew this would be an issue, so we did the same thing next week, for the following week. They were with their dad for an hour before he called and demanded different clothes. I kindly told him that our daughters love the clothes since they really love the tie-dye, and he got even angrier and said his parents have a major family party and the girls can't wear pink tie-dye. I told him that he should go buy other clothes if he didn't want them to wear the tie-dye, and he called me an asshole for being petty. Am I the asshole?
No.
No.
It's also like, even if they were going to a family event, they're 7 and what, 8?
Yeah, 7 and 8.
Like, no one who is a grown adult is like, I can't believe your young children are wearing such vulgar clothes.
Yeah, that's just not
Yeah.
especially if he is the type of guy, like let's be honest here. The type of guy that takes people to that has a family party. Hold on, let me rephrase that. The type of guy that is stealing clothes from his children and selling them is not the type of guy whose family would have a problem with his children wearing tie-dye.
Yeah, I was
At
just
a-
gonna
at
call
a
this guy a
barbecue.
loser.
Oh yeah, this guy's
Like
a huge fucking loser.
you're just the biggest fucking loser at that point.
Yeah, and I thought you're not even, he's like, oh, I'll get back at you, you dumb bitch, you divorced. Like, no, you're not even, like, it's not the mom who's paying for it. I mean, I guess maybe because she's got to buy clothes.
Yeah.
But, like, you're just punishing the kids, man. And, like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Like how much money are you making selling like 7-year-olds clothes?
Yeah,
Who's in the 7-year-old clothes market? Like what the fuck? What is he clearing? $20 a week? That might be enough to get a whole log of chew and send someone an MLG contract.
I say it, but this actually was posted by the username actually is CYN Poison Ex-Wife 123.
Yeah, unless there's more information, but that sounds like a complete story there. I don't know. I get suspicious of posts like these, right? Because it's like
I just headbutted my microphone.
It's like you're clearly not. There's in no universe would you be the asshole, right? So why are you even posting it?
I think that there's a lot of people that they just it's either fake or they're just like so I could get some easy clout
Yeah.
on the internet. Let's just do that and see what happens.
We're gonna have to bring this lady into archives court. Make her swear to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Gosh, we gotta get. We got to get 2 people and make Judge Archives, you know?
Ooh.
Because, like, obviously, the story that we were presented, there's a clear person who's the asshole, and a clear person who's just, like, not, you know?
This is very true.
That's why I'm suspicious of this, but I think we all agree on this one.
Move on.
All right. Here's one that it seems like a little easy, but I don't know. After thinking about it, it's a little weird. So this is a lesbian couple. So the poster is a 25-year-old female, and they have a girlfriend, 26-year-old. Their name is Molly. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's relevant. Anyways, my girlfriend Molly, for the last 6 months, has started with a joke that I've already made clear that I don't like. It consists of her saying no quickly to anything I ask. I know it sounds silly, but I ask her to get a glass of water for me, and she says no. And then after a minute, I'm just about to get up, and she says she's joking and goes and does it for me. I ask her to wash the dishes. She says no. And then I say, I love you. She says no. And I ask her to take. Oh, no, sorry. That was a separate thing. She says no to the dishes. I say, I love you. She says no. I ask her to take her clothes out of the laundry. She says no. Everything is joking, and after 30 seconds or a minute, she does it, but she just can't stop. I've already made it clear several times that I don't like it, and even more so in the I love you statement. And there are things that are serious, and I need her to answer seriously. And if she says no to everything jokingly, I can't tell when she's saying no for real. This already happened. I keep saying that this is a boring bit and I don't like it, and she'll stop doing it and goes back to doing it after a week or so. After a brief discussion, because she played this prank in front of our friends, me asking, Molly, can you get me some medicine? And she said no. She stopped doing it for a month. Yesterday, we welcomed my parents, in-laws, and our 2 best friends to our house. Everyone knew that I was going to propose to her, and I called them because we always planned this proposal with our loved ones attending and participating in this special event. I asked her to marry me, and she said a quick no. And I was so grumpy / panicked / upset, since everyone was looking in shock, for 30 seconds for her to laugh and say she was joking, finally saying yes. I was so embarrassed and disappointed that I put the ring back in the box and said I'd take it out to cool off. I don't know what she means by that. She kept texting me, saying it was just a joke and that I knew she always did that. She said that I left a difficult situation in the house because it was very clear that I had given up on purpose and did it in front of my parents and in-laws. She stressed that I was making the situation uncomfortable because of a silly joke. Well, I slept in a hotel and I'm still there. My parents supported me, but my in-laws are calling me an asshole for giving up on proposing and disproportionately humiliating their daughter. I just really think that there's time for jokes, and that moment clearly wasn't. She knew I didn't like it and decided to do it anyway. Am I the asshole?
I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the everyone sucks here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Reddit has judged them as not the asshole, but I think this is a very classic everyone sucks here.
I would say you shouldn't. I'm not a fan of public proposals, right? It's a very intimate question. You don't want to be put on the spotlight while you're making a decision like that, you know?
Yeah.
Then obviously trying to hit her with a joke in the middle of it, right? Not cool.
Yeah, and I think that I don't know, it's hard because it's like if that is somebody that just can't stop doing this joke, like maybe that's just not a relationship that's going to work.
Yeah.
But also that seems like kind of a weird thing to like, throw your whole relationship away for. But I don't know. It's there's a lot to unpack there. But also, yeah, just there's time for just as we all know, I'm a big fan of jokes.
I thought that was
And
a pretty good joke she had there.
it
That was a
that's
little funny, you know.
it's a pretty good bit, but also like there's times for jokes and there's times for not jokes.
Well, hold on. You said Reddit said that this lady was not the asshole.
Correct.
Are you sure they didn't just hit her with a quick no? What if they just said no and that was it? You know?
First comment, nope.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You know, it's also a good joke.
What
We
would
don't
that
have
be?
an outro.